What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be reassembling the carburetors for the Honda Magna 750. Now, I do know that it has been a few months since I've actually worked on the Honda Magna, and I know you guys have been waiting for that video to come out. I have been trying to get some videos out there to, I guess, keep you guys around and let you know that I haven't forgot about you. But unfortunately, I had to wait for special parts to arrive for this Magna. It's not easy finding the certain parts that I need for this bike. So that's another reason why it's taking so long. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started and let's get set up. In case y'all wondering, this is my shop. This is where I work. It's fairly organized right now. This area over here, they use it for the construction guys. So I let them use this for now until they get their crap out of my shop. All right. First things first, gotta set up the table.
The reason why I decided to use this area up here is because I have better natural light in this area. That'll work. Configuration. I'll probably do this. Like this. Yeah. I'll set it up like this.
I'm gonna use as much of that natural light as I can. I'm gonna go ahead and clean all this off, make sure it's nice and clean. I always have a clean work environment. Clean. I like using purple power, it's actually pretty good stuff. Wax on, wax off. I get the box of stuff that I've had in my truck for the past few months. This is all of the Magna carburetor. Don't mind all my junk. And then there's another box that's inside here. I need that. And this is all of the special parts needed. There's natural light. And gotta get my chair. And my chair. This should work out pretty well. Sitting up here, I'm gonna be using the natural light. So they didn't have this in the last video when I tore all this apart. So that's good. All right, let me go get my tools and we'll get right to it. I am quite positive I'm missing some stuff, but we will cover that here in just a moment. Let me go ahead and get this camera set up and carry on. All right, before I get you guys set up with the time lapse, let's go through our little inventory of what I have. I know you guys can't see me all too well, but that's okay. I want you guys to see what's going on the table. I haven't opened this box since like late November when I sealed everything up, so everything in here should be as it is. The parts that are in here include nutty bars. These are the replacement screws. I got new hoses. And then the most important, which is what took the longest, was these right here. You guys will see her here soon, but they are these are accelerator pump. Shit. Damn it. These are accelerator pump jets, and there's 4 of them. And when I took this apart here in the shop, I lost 2 of them somewhere in the shop. This right here, these alone cost me about $160 for all 4 of these. So if you guys are ever rebuilding yours, don't freaking lose them, or you're going to be paying out the wazoo just to get it. And then I've also got 4 looks like fuel lines, so we will see where that goes upon installation. I've also got the O-rings that are for the accelerator pumps. I got 4 of them, and these a couple of these O-rings that go on both sides of the accelerator pump jets, and I'll show you guys that here pretty soon. But that's this. Everything in this box was pretty close to about $300 in supplies just to get this rebuilt. Finally sees the light of day after about 3 months in the box. But I'm gonna end up putting you guys on a time lapse right after this, because I'm not gonna sit there and walk you guys through the full rebuild. It's just gonna take forever. And I am going to have to go back to my video and my pictures that I took. These are my velocity stacks. I'm going to have to go back and look, because I don't remember majority of the stuff of how this came apart. But like all these screws that are in here, these are the ones that I purchased and replaced, or will be replacing, because I think these were kind of rounded off a little bit. Not entirely, but a little bit. I don't want anything that's garbage on my bike. I am replacing this. That's why I bought a brand new one. Let's see what else. Here's the accelerator pumps, all of them, I think, and another hose I'm going to replace. And then this line that's right here, I bought a whole bunch of those. So springs out the wazoo. I don't remember where they go, but we're going to find that out. And then each one of the carbs. All these carburetors are clean. They did come out of the parts washer, and they are just spotless, guys. They are really, really clean, so I won't have to worry about cleaning anything from this point forward. All I have to do is just reassemble. So, and that's going to be a chore. Oh boy, is that going to be a chore, because I don't remember where majority of this goes. And then anything behind it? No. We got all these little guys all in here. Try to keep them somewhat together. Try being the operative phrase. There's just so much in here. There's just so much in here. These are the jets. These are the new ones. I don't think I'm gonna need those O-rings. Where are the other things? Put this over here. These are other O-rings. I'm probably not going to use them, but I just got to remember where all this stuff goes. That's going to be challenging for me. This is the most complicated carburetor I have ever put together, guys. And I mean ever. Alright guys, well, after reviewing all of my inventory and everything, it seems as though I do not have everything with me. And that kind of sucks. That goes somewhere important, I'm sure. No, stay right here. Not really happy with that, but it's okay. I know I have everything. I need the gaskets that go on the top. I need the gaskets that go around the bottom. And that's it. Because I mean, I've got everything else, but I just don't have those gaskets that go on here. It kind of sucks, but it's okay. It's totally fine. It's not something I can't fix. I know where they are, so we're okay there. Just go ahead and put all this stuff back. What I will be able to do though is I'm going to put you guys on a time lapse, and I'm going to line up all these hoses. What I did notice was on each one of these, I did replace the O-ring when they did come in as a kit. I didn't realize I did that already, so that's cool. I replaced both these O-rings on the fuel lines. The light brown is fuel. This is a like vapor. I did replace the O-rings on this and this. There's one on each end. Got those directly from Partzilla. And then there's a really, really large one. This is also for vacuum, I believe. And it has really tiny O-rings. They're really thin, but they're really big. So I went ahead and I replaced those. So that's good. And then I also have got all the accelerator pumps on here. So this plus the jets that go with them, not jets, the O-rings, which are in this box, I can put that together. So that's about as far as I can get for today. So I will have to do the second half of this time lapse, continuing on for tomorrow. I just got to find them at the house. It's kind of disappointing, but I can also take all these other jets and go ahead and put them in. The only thing I just can't do is put the caps over the tops, put the butterflies in. There's certain things I can't do right at the moment, but I will be able to finish it all tomorrow if I can get all my stuff together. Ooh, I got a bunch of springs here. I don't remember where these came from. I'm gonna have to review my video footage like a fiend. Gotta figure these out. I know these go together somehow. Can't remember exactly how, but anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and review the video footage and see how all this goes back together. That's why it's so important to get your video and record whatever you do, especially on a job that is complicated as this. For those who do this all the time, it may not be complicated for you, but for somebody who has never done it before and this is the first time, this is quite overwhelming, and it can definitely put somebody into anxiety. All right, well, I'll continue on with the hyperlapse here in just a minute. All right, guys, that last part of the video, I had to step away. One of my co-workers had a major problem with their truck, and we had to fix that. So the rest of my day was pretty much scrapped. Not to mention, I was missing some pieces, which I have recently found. I had to go back to the house and find it. What I was missing was the actual the gaskets that go on here and on the actual the bowl themselves, the bottom of the bowl. Yeah, it goes to this part here. Well, I didn't have that, and I know I bought new ones on top of new jets and all that stuff. I bought all brand new ones of these, and new floats as well. So, but I didn't have them here. I didn't know where they were, but turns out they were in my truck the whole time. So now that I have everything, I can go ahead and start kind of reconfiguring this and putting it back together. I don't know if you guys are getting anxiety like I am, but I'm trying to figure out how in the world am I gonna put all this back together. So hopefully with the pictures that I've taken from my past videos. I took this before I took it apart, so hopefully that in and of itself will actually help me throw things all back together. I will be going back to this as a reference. So but right now I've got you guys on the time lapse, and let's go ahead and get back to work and see if I can get this thing all back together. I should have it all back together by today, and then probably back on the Magna by tomorrow. So let's just assemble one of these little accelerator pumps. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this before, but they are very tiny, very important. They come with separate kits. One is the jets and the other one is the O-rings that go to them, and they had to come in separate orders because they are both on back order. So they're super tiny O-rings. I mean, my big old fingers can barely get this on here. Oh, come on. Come in. There we go. And just like that. See, that's on there, right? And then you take this and you just push that in there. It should pop right in. I kind of roll it around a little bit because they're going to be pressed in whenever it's tightened down, and that's how that goes in there. Okay, that's part of it. All right. I thought I had to get 4 separate hoses like this, but they sent me the whole flipping reel. They sent me 4 of these, the whole damn thing. I really only needed to buy one. I didn't realize it, and just cut them all up into small pieces. But it's the vacuum part of it. You run this up on here, like so. And then you find the side of the carburetor that it goes on, which would be right in here. You got a bigger hole and a small one, and you'll see where they go. And then we had one more O-ring, which goes right here, as you guys can see that. And then this, it only goes on that one way. You can't screw it up. It's hard to see, guys, I'm sorry. I just take it and just push it on. And wiggle, 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 press it until it doesn't go anywhere. And that's it. It's pretty much in there. But kind of press and hold. Use your screw to hold it in place. Man, I will not be doing this again. So I'm trying to do this correct the first time. Okay, and then a little bit of snug. We're done. And that little hose connects to this fuel line here, because that's part of the accelerator as well, driven by vacuum. So you'll pull this up, because it'll fit right here. Go on there. You kind of gotta coax it on there, but it'll go. But whenever it's all done, it'll look like that. So yeah, I gotta do this times 4. Oh man, like I said, guys, I am not wanting to do this again, especially this part. Man, this sucks. Oh wow, does this suck. And that's pretty much it. I'm gonna keep working it to where it'll be on there flush. Maybe I should run that up first before I tighten that on. Let's see if that works better. It should. Let's see. Or you know what? Keep this tight. Okay, snug. Pull this off. since this one should be a little easier. I run this up. I think that's about as good as it's gonna get, because I don't think I'm gonna get any better. Yeah, that's on there. That's not going anywhere. It's just vacuum. That's all it is. This is, I don't know if this is direct. You know what? That is. It is direct fuel. That's fine. That's fine. But yeah, I gotta do this 2 more times. I've already done it twice, as you can see. And I've been looking at my pictures and stuff, comparing that to what I have here as a layout. So that's how I can get it all put back together in the right order. But I do know these accelerator pumps, they go toward the inside, so I can't screw that up. So, all right, let me go ahead and get these other 2 all put back together and continue on with the time lapse.
This is Phase Music.
I'm almost done with everything, but I'm now in the process of actually putting all these hoses back all together. I managed to get all this back together. Oh my God, it took forever. I've been working at this for about 2 hours now, and I finally got it all back together. It is extremely beneficial to take pictures out the wazoo, and that way you can zoom in and see how everything went together and all that crap. Trust me, this picture was my best friend for the entire duration. But I want to let you guys know, if you guys are replacing the gaskets and all this stuff, and you replace the hoses and you don't know which ones to buy, these are some of the important. I got fuel lines. I got one that's going to go in here, and then I got one that's going to go all the way in here, and it connects just underneath there. You see that? It's this fuel line here, and then there's a fuel line here, and they both come out right here. So those lines I'm replacing, because these things are like rock hard, and I mean, they have shape to them, but that's because they're back from 2002. So if you guys want to, go ahead and freeze frame the picture if possible, and you'll see what I mean. Oh my God, I don't know why cameras, yeah, there we go, camera's crooked. Freeze frame or zoom in, get the model number and stuff that you need for this hose, and then this hose. If you guys can see it, there you go. So hopefully that helps you guys out for the actual hoses on this one. I am going to reuse these. These are just suction lines. That's all they are, and they are still in really good condition. So I'm gonna reuse these. There's no problem with that. When you guys go to put the springs back in, take these off. It's so much easier to access the spring in there when these are out of the way. I thought you had to keep these in there in order to install it, and it was a booger. It took me like 45 minutes just to put one spring in when I had all these hoses attached. But now that the hoses were off, it took me like 30 seconds to pop it on there, and I was done. So, but so far everything, this is I think this is my choke. The choke bar goes across the bottom, which is these little guys right here. I don't know exactly how they're gonna go on, but this one, I think this one goes on the other side. I think so. Is it here? I think this one does go over here. Yeah, this one goes over here. So yeah, this is your choke, and I'm gonna need to make some adjustments to it, but yeah, that's your choke. In fact, this is connecting to my choke. Interesting, it doesn't want to move, but that's fine. I'm not really worried about it. These are actually supposed to move. I'll probably go ahead and pop these out real quick and take a look at them, and put that all back together later. But man, I'll tell you right now, guys, just this is the most complicated carburetor setup that I've ever worked on in my entire life. I'm not even done yet, but yeah, I wanted to cover these little hoses really quick. So if you guys are rebuilding one of these, don't be afraid of it. Make sure you take plenty of pictures, different angles, upside and right side up, on each side, zoom in, take as many pictures as possible, because that will be your biggest helper. I'm telling you. And being a YouTuber, I had video covering everything, so I was fortunate to have that to my advantage. So let me go ahead and keep going with the install. I'm going to take these new hoses, run them up inside here, and hopefully I can start with the rest of these pieces. It's looking good. It's looking good. They're a little sticky, but that's okay. They're stiff, and that's fine. I just gotta lube them up a little bit. break them in. So I'm pretty satisfied with that. As they snap back, it gets a little sticky right there for some reason. I'll figure that out. But yeah, let me go ahead and keep going. Here's one little detail that I missed. I can't believe I missed this. These are the choke, and look how dirty those are. Look at that. This is like stuck in there. I almost couldn't get it out. So this is dirty. This is a plunger that's supposed to slide in and out, and it's not. This one here popped right out, no problem. But I just took the cap off of this one. Let's see if it's stuck. Yeah, in, out. Oh yeah, this sucker don't want to move. Come on, come on, wiggle, wiggle. I'm pulling pretty hard, guys. I shouldn't have to. Oh wow, that was stuck. Oh, look at the scoring. Oh, it was dry, dude. Damn. Let me see if I can clean that up and hopefully make that a little bit better. Wow. That means the insides of those are going to be pretty dirty. I just want to let you know, if you ever take these off, they are spring loaded, 10 millimeter, and they're plastic covers, so you don't have to get crazy with it. You just, when you go to tighten it, go till it stops, and then just a little bit of bump to tighten it up, and you're good. You don't have to put a lot of torque. And I mean like very little, because it's a plastic cover. And hold it as you unthread it, because it is spring loaded. See it pop out? See it spring? There we go. Wow, can't believe I missed these. And they were all stuck. Come on. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wow. Ooh, that looks bad. Well, let me clean these up and put them back in there. Hopefully I can get that cleaned. I can't believe I forgot that damn choke. That's unreal. I was wondering why this thing was having a hard time choking, but now I know why. Unbelievable. All right, let me go ahead and clean these out, clean those, and I'll reinstall them. All right, for those who have no idea what the choke valves look like, that's them. 4 of them. On the bell here, it was actually pretty scored up, and it had some junk all on it, especially the tips, these needle tips. So what I did was I took some carb cleaner to them, and just one of my blue shop towels, and just polished them up a little bit. That's all. Just cleaned them. And we're gonna see if they actually go in better than they came out. So let me see. It should slide right in. Effortless. Effortless. Oh, way better than that was before. That's good. That is very good. Yeah, that's one. Let's see. I should just slide right in there. Great. And it moves freely. See, before it didn't do that. Before it didn't do that. And then on the back side, I have one here. Just slide right in. Yeah, moves very free. That's what I wanted. Before, I had zero movement. Now, perfect. So you just take these springs. Oh, sorry. Stick them over here, and then you take the black caps that they have, and there's a little spot for them. Don't lose that spring. Just run it up. Doing this with one hand is not ideal. And remember, it's just a plastic cap. Perfect. And it's a 10 millimeter, so we just run it up until it bottoms out, which is right about there. A little bit of tension and stop. Just a little bit of tension. That's it. Now that should be able to move freely, and they did not do that before. Perfect. So this is full choke closed. That's how that works. And then just repeat that for the other ones.
NCI Music. NCI Music.
With most of this stuff kind of put together for right now, I'm actually going to, my main problem was this, these gaskets. See how that right there, it almost wants to pop right out of its groove. So what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to use just a very, very thin film of grease around the edge, and it'll act like a glue almost to hold it in place while I flip it upside down and put it on the mating surface of the carburetor. So, but there's my my 105 jet. There's my 45 right over here, and these are brand new floats, brand new needle. The actual needle itself in the cap over here, that's all new. There, it's shimmed, so it's going to open up a little bit more than it was during stock, so that'll allow more airflow on top of having added fuel. So I mean, I'm looking good all around. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to put a thin layer of grease, not too much, just a couple dabs, and hopefully it'll hold it in place. All right, so let's try this. I mean, like, just a very, very thin amount, super thin, and a couple little areas here and there, nothing too incredible, but just enough to keep that gasket in place. Because last time, this was my major problem. This is why we are here. And a little bit of grease is not going to hurt it. Matter of fact, it's working way better than I expected. Oh, hell yeah. And it's holding. It's holding. Excellent. I should have done this the first time. Alright, I'm gonna wipe my finger off. Now over time, the gasoline on the inside will break it down. Let me get the screws ready so I can fasten it all down. Now, the new kit that I got on top of the old stuff that came in and the newer jets. I'm putting all the good stuff back on here. Anything I'm replacing, I'm just tossing it, so I won't have this issue again. Stay. As a matter of fact, let's just do this, so I won't screw this up. See, it's on there right. No pressure, Scott. No. See, I already bumped something. And that's coming off. There. And that's on there. That grease looks like it held it in place. Man, I should have went this route the first time. Now if it leaks again, then we'll know that it was probably from here, but I doubt that we're gonna have that issue. I doubt we are. What are these, 8s? Yeah. Okay, let me run this up real quick. A little bit snug. A little bit of snug. See some of that grease squeezing out. That's good. And snug. Not too much. Don't want to get too crazy. And that looks better. That looks better. Make a mess, sure. So that one's almost done. Then I think I have another O-ring that's gonna go up here somewhere. I need to review the video and the other pictures before I took everything all apart, so I'm gonna double check. But yeah, that's what I'm doing this time, is I'm taking a little bit of that grease, putting it around the edge, and then calling it good. Folks, we are almost there. Oh my God. I've been at this since 10 o'clock, no, 9 o'clock this morning. It is now 2 o'clock. I have been working and working, taking my time, putting all this thing back together. These velocity stacks they're a booger to get back into place, but I got them. And I'm gonna make 100% sure that they're sealed. If I can find my light. That's sealed. That's sealed. That one's good. And that one's good. They're all good. The heads of these screws, I kind of stripped a little bit of them or bent them out of shape. So, ordered a whole bunch of new ones. And, well, Honda was being a smart ass and decided to sell them individually. So I have 16 of these things, all individually wrapped. This is ridiculous. But anyway, I'll put these back in here, put the clamps on the top of the velocity stacks, and I'm done with this part. And then the next part will be actually installing it back on the bike. Last finishing touches. Once I hook this thing back in the bike will act very, very different. It'll be easier to start. It's gonna run better. I'm gonna have a lot more power. I'm looking forward to it. Man, am I looking forward to it. And then I'll be able to do some moto vlogging for you guys. Go get some content out on the roads like I used to. Because I miss doing that. I miss making fun videos. Alright, now let's snug them up. Snug. Snug. We're going to torque it to spec. Click. 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 That's probably going to be it for this video today. All right. That's a wrap, guys. The remaining part is at the house for the bike. All the other hoses. Ooh, I can actually, oh, I almost forgot. I can add on my choke, which I need to. This, oh yeah, I think this one goes on here. Yeah, that goes on there. Oh, that's my hardware for it. I almost forgot. All right, well, let me I'll put this all back on, and then I'll be right back. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, a complete rebuild of the 2002 Honda Magna 750 carburetor setup. All brand new seals, all brand new gaskets, all brand new O-rings, new hoses, new needles, new accelerator pump, jets, new main jet, new pilot jet, all new. So, and it's jetted up to the 105s instead of the 102, which I think is what, 103, I think is what comes with stock. So, yeah, this is definitely one of the most complicated carburetors I have ever worked on. And I don't want to have to do this again, but if I do, then that's fine. At least I know what I'm doing. All right, I'll see you guys back at the house, and whenever we're installing this on the bike. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be a wrap for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the content of this video as much as I had making it, and I learned a whole lot out of this job. I'm actually really excited to see the results of my work from this thing and the new 105's jet kit that I put on this thing. So yeah, like I said, I'm super stoked and super excited. But that's gonna be it for this video. The next video is gonna be this carburetor going back on the Magna. So stick around for that one, and I guess that'll be it for today. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit your post notification bell up there in the top right hand corner of your screen. And until next time, y'all take it easy. I love you. Goodbye.